DeepSeek is a Chinese artificial intelligence company that has recently gained significance against other advanced AI models. It was founded back in 2023, and the company has rapidly developed models that rival those of leading Western firms like OpenAI, which I use often, and Google, I use a bit. Now, the big notable part about that is their DeepSeek V3, which achieves top ranking upon many app stores as an open source model and became a top rated store application in Apple Store in several countries. Yeah, all of that stuff. Here's the real thing about DeepSeek. One, two things. They're Chinese, so people worry about that part. And two, DeepSeek says they have made a very good AI model that's competitive by spending hundreds of millions of dollars as opposed to billions of dollars. So this is basically turning the AI model company and projects on their heads, because essentially the fact that they cost so much money and to spend so much energy to make things happen, China says they can do it for cheap and do it fairly good, if not eventually better. In fact, Facebook's saying it's going to pay about $10 billion just to get things going in the next couple of years, just to get things started, because they don't have a good AI system in their works right now, and to get things started. DeepSeek did it for, $500 million essentially. And this is making companies that are really high in AI stock, such as OpenAI and NVIDIA, who makes the chips for AI, a bit worried, because if you can't overpay, overcharge, overdo for these AI things, where's the money coming from? Democratizing things actually has an unintended consequences of making things cheaper, that makes things more commoditized and makes it harder to make money off of. And it turns to something that everybody can do it, so it's basically a fight to the bottom, and that's what's happening. But the company trained V3 model using fewer resources compared to other peers, which means it had to spend less to get things where it's going. But the thing is, they're saying it's just as good, if not maybe even better in some cases, mostly because it's just as good for a cheaper cost. Overall, DeepSeek's emergence underscores the rapid progress in AI development globally and challenges the dominance of U.S. companies in this field. We already have this big thing that was initiated for the $500 million super duper AI thing, because we want to stay ahead of China. And so some tech guys that aren't Elon Musk are trying to do something to make sure that we're staying ahead of China. Here is China staying ahead of us essentially going forward, which is why we need to put that money into it. But China also says they can do it cheaper anyway. So why spend $500 billion when you do it for 500 million or so? We shall see if this one app, this one application, this one company can actually push the boundaries of other AIs, including our AIs, to do things more efficiently, use less power, less energy, and be just cheaper in general to use and to fund for. This we shall have to watch and see.